purposes only. Okay, so right side's clear, left above is clear, and T's and P's all in the green.
Nice. Okay, a little bit higher with the hover height, and then we'll do 360 spot turn left, please.
So your T's, P's in the green, we've got 20 inches, so we've got 5 available. So you wanted spot turn to the left?
Yeah, all the way round, same rate all the way. You see the bulk of our ground cushion is behind us already, and it's not that windy. Yep. Good. Let's have one to the right, please.
Okay. Tail's clear, right side's clear. Let's go start that again.
Nice. Now I'm sure it must have been mentioned about your hand position and your grip and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get you to do anything different because you fly so well. I was well into my CPL course before I was actually convinced of the grip. But if you can observe, I'll have control a second.
Control.
So this is what we should go for.
Okay.
Wrist perpendicular to or in line with the grip.
Yeah.
So 90 degrees almost bent in the wrist.
Yeah.
Almost straight fingers. And then you can curl and extend where you need them. So I'm not holding it like that and trying to avoid my arm going up because you've got so many different planes that you can move in then.
Yeah.
Whereas if your wrist is on your leg, then you're limiting it, so it's left, right, forwards and back, just with your fingers.
Okay.
It doesn't feel right, you've got to slide your wrist further forwards as well. That's it. Doesn't feel right, but I promise you, if you can get used to it without it screwing everything up, that's the way to go. You have control.
I control.
Have a feel for that. So we're going a little bit of sideways left initially. Clear.
Okay, thank you.
So now we can just sort of extend your fingers to get that movement, and it limits the plane so that you can move in. Okay, hold it there, and then we'll go, hold the hover, and then we'll go for a little bit of sideways. Right, now we're just curling our fingers up to go right. I mean, that's how you do it, but whether or not you get on with that, that's something else. Like I say, I was 190 hours in before I was convinced.
Really?
Yeah. It just looks wrong,
Yeah, it's more precise, I can see that. And I need to get used to whatever's the best way to do things.
Okay, and then go for a landing using that grip if you don't mind.
Golf X-ray ready for departure.
Golf X-ray, traffic's a helicopter operating in the grass areas in the centre of the airfield. Runway 20 clear for takeoff, 260 degrees,
movement, I think.
Good,
brilliant. Back up when you're ready, and then we'll do something a bit grim, which is...
Okay. Yeah, right side's clear, above, left's clear.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, B.
Okay, a little bit higher, and then we'll turn 90 degrees to the right. And hold the hover. Yeah, somewhere around there. Cool. Get used to that for a little bit. Whee! feet are moving really well, and perhaps I've, forgive me if I'm repeating myself. Follow me through?
Yep.
So a correction obviously requires, that we're talking about yaw here, requires more force because you're stopping it from going in the direction it wants to.
Yeah.
It requires more force than an input, yeah? So when I'm crosswind hover taxiing, rather than waiting until I need to correct it, in which case, I'm probably going to overcorrect because I need to stop it from what it was doing in the first place, I go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So I'm making an input rather than a correction, if that makes any sense at all. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And then, you're sort of you're already on top of it. You have control. Have a little go on that. Takes a bit of practice, but you can do that in the hover taxi as well as the hover. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right. And it's like just on the balls of your feet, it's very small inputs if you're moving quick enough. Because of course then the next thing is we've got to land it crosswind, so when you're ready, have a go at that. Left, right. Yeah. Back over, you ready?
Okay.
Have you done any hydraulic off stuff?
No, nothing.
No. It's horrible. Yeah, and then left right. Oh, you're just going back into
Straight
the
to wind, yeah. Make it easy for myself.
Keep holding the cyclic as you are.
Yeah.
And don't let go. But I have control.
Okay, you have
just have a look down at your wrist now.
Oh, yeah.
No, and all that means is your whole arm has to move. If you just have a look here at my wrist,
yeah.
Your whole arm, whereas here is your thumbs and fingers. Now, the only time I would change that grip is if I was on a long flight, straight and level, I'm not having to make any inputs. I'm sort of locking and holding an attitude, almost like trimming out a session or something. So then you reduce, you're not actually making any inputs, you're just holding the attitude.
Sure.
So you could have a more comfortable grip if you wanted. And then the other time is with hydraulic failure. So with a hydraulic failure, I want to actually do the opposite of what I would advise normally. I want a straight wrist, grabbing it, really tight, almost locking my arm in.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to do here is exaggerate the principle of making an input as opposed to a correction. So when you're ready, will you just switch hydraulics off for me, but don't switch back on at any point.
Okay, street seat 1 off.
Okay.
X-ray basic
so
service. One aircraft known
at the moment, I'm correcting what I see, and it's quite heavy. Have a grip like mine,
okay,
right, and have a feel of that, Mike. So
just on the cyclic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to make those corrections, quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Wow, that's really
bloody
heavy.
strong you are. Right? But if I do it another way, in the same idea as with the pedals, so I'm making the inputs first. So grab hold of it quite hard so you can feel what I'm doing. So I'm making those inputs first, and then I'm eventually getting smaller and smaller and smaller with those inputs. I can actually get to a point where I can fly it with my fingertips. Have a look at my hand now.
Oh yeah.
So it's making the input as opposed to the correction is the principle here. So whenever you're ready, I'm not going to give you the hydraulics off again. You could switch them back on for me now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, on.
Cool. Oh, I've lost control, Mike. I've lost control. that's the idea, especially with crosswind hover taxiing. You know, you're telling it what to do rather than waiting for that correction, which then requires a lot more force. You know? Okay, whenever you're ready, back up. We'll do a bit of fun stuff. We've still got our 2 available. So what I would like you to do, Mike, is just sort of the other side of the aerials, use all of the airfield to get a little bit of height, maybe 50 to 100 feet, to then reposition for a gentle running landing onto 2-4. Do it however you want, right hand, stay this side of the runway, get 30 knots on before you turn downwind, all the way round to then land sort of midpoint or the end of runway 24. But get a bit of speed on first.
So I'll do a 180.
Yeah, all the way around basically, back to where you are now. Don't cross the runway, you'll get shot. We'll get shot, Mike. We'll get shot. Alright, so we'll go down 1-3 and then we'll land 2-4. And we'll do a little running landing. Watch that bloody seagull. Swines. So gentle running landing, yeah? It's straight, Mikey babies.
Yeah.
Straight. That was beautifully done. Wait, and then down onto the stop. That was beautifully done, beautifully done. Can I just have a quick demo?
Please,
yeah?
yep, sure.
Because I've had to do it in anger, you know. It's fun doing it a bit quicker, but I think it's better if you just figure out a speed that you're comfortable with early on and then just maintain that. So...
X-ray, frequency change from breeze 123 225.
Golf X-ray, Roger, and escort conspicuity. Goodbye.
Security, cheerio. Bye-bye.
So if you pick a spot as well, so we'll go where that little almost taxiway is.
Okay.
So repeat that, and then we'll just I don't know. It's a bit soggy. I don't want to come in too quick, so I'm going to slow it down a bit more. Okay, I'm happy with that speed. Now all we've got to concentrate on is keeping it flat, holding the attitude, skid straight, and then a little bit of a cushion at the end if needed with the lever. In fact, I'm having to lower the lever because it didn't want to go down. And it's a bit less dramatic, and you're not going to dig in. The only time you're going to hurt yourself in a helicopter is if it rolls, you know. So the faster you're running on, you know, the more wood you've got, you know, to keep the skid straight. If it comes down with a bit of a bump, you're not going to hurt yourself.
So I understand now why you say leave the collective as it was until you stop, because otherwise you don't want to nose in.
Exactly that. Okay. Yeah, and you can damage the mast as well, because all of the weight is now acting as a brake, you know, and then the mast will just continue moving forward. But okie dokie, let's have another go at one of those, but nice and gentle.
Okay.
I should have got the one with aircon now. Good, got two available. Let the feet. Go for it. Make sure you got 30 on before you turn downwind.
Sure.
Beautiful. That's nice speed, isn't it? Beautiful. No dramas.
No dramas.
Good. And if you follow me through,
Follow you.
if you've got a little bit closer to the ground and you thought, actually, I don't want to run on at all, when you're coming in that slowly, you can adjust it to be a 0 speed. So coming in at a nice walking pace, and you're like, actually, I don't like that. I'm just going to reduce my rate of descent and forward speed at the same
Make it
time.
look so easy.
But you've got that option then, you know, you're not committing to this mad running landing. Cushion creep departure, did Harvey mention 35 knots best angle of climb?
Yeah, we had a look at that.
Yeah. So what we're doing, I won't demonstrate fully because you know what you're doing. There's your ground cushion, you can see the grass moving.
Yep.
We're going to try and use that, stay on it until we get the shudder of translational lift. So painfully, slowly forward. If we've got the skid straight, it doesn't matter if we make contact with the ground, but if you don't like it, you can always cheat, give it a bit more lever. And then we're waiting for that shudder, about there, little shudder. And then we're sort of converting speed, height into speed, looking for 35 knots best angle of climb. We do one of those things that you fixed wing lot do, rotate. I never rotate anyway. So you have control.
Okay, control.
If we do a little running landing at the 2-4 numbers end,
Yep.
and then we've got enough room then to do a cushion creep departure. Checking, I've still got my 30 knots.
Oh yeah, still 130, yeah.
So you might have to nose down a bit of lever sometimes in the turn. Slow down. Speed that you're comfortable with early. Yeah. That's good, isn't it? Perfect. Wait. And then down. Cool. And then we'll do a cushion creep departure. Rotate at 35 knots, and then if you've got enough space, wang it round. Sure, I'm heading to November.
Victor November, Sean.
If need be, just on this one, James, could we enter 20 briefly?
Hello, Victor November A firm. In fact, you can operate all areas now. Just report when you complete. So I've got no other traffic right at this moment.
Oh, great. Okay, all areas, thanks for Victor November. So do what you want, basically. Yeah, if you're a bit too eager, you will hit the ground.
Yeah.
So just really painfully, slowly.
Reset myself.
We're trying not to use any more power. That's it. And then every time you get a bit of lift, give it another nudge forward, sort of maintaining the same height initially. There's your little shudder there. When you get 35 knots, rotate. So positively back.
Okay.
To hold that 35. Otherwise you'll continue accelerating.
Yes.
That gives you best angle and climb. Once you clear your obstacles, really gently forward to find your 60 for a normal climb. Yeah. Bring the power in as normal and wang it round.
Okay.
Please have a wind check, James.
Surface wind 260 degrees 10 knots.
Okay, a couple of times. Where are we going, lads? Where are you taking me?
I don't know, where are we going?
I don't know. Don't know. Make sure we've still got 30 on there. Alright, follow me through. Let's turn it into a quick stop then.
Yep.
Alright, so into wind you want about 30 foot, which is just below the tops of the aerials. Downwind you want to be about 50 foot, which is just above the tops of the aerials, yeah?
Okay, yep.
Okay, roughly into wind. Quick stop, not very quick stop, go. Gentle decelerative attitude. And what I'm looking for here is a bit of a like floaty feeling. Floaty. And when you feel the sink, that's when we start to flat, level and lever, no sync, no dramas. Yeah?
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have control?
Yeah, control.
30 knots, and then we've got the whole airfield now, so you can cross the runway if you want.
Alright.
30 knots, and then a replicate that, please. One of Harvey's greatest instructional techniques or phrases is, yeah, do that again, only better. So we'll get a bit of speed on now, so we have some distinction.
Which are
34, whatever that is. Okay. Stabilise, get it settled before you start, and then when you're ready, quick stop, go. Not very quick stop, go. Okay, and then you sort of set the lever and forget about it. Float along, don't do anything. Perfect. Then you start to feel think about now, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Level, and leave at the same time. Got it?
yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Love that.
Hear me now, boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
So, again, a little bit higher when we finish, so, well,
Okay.
a little bit higher throughout.
Cool.
Cool.
30 knots.
Oh. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Get settled and go for it. When you're ready, nice and gentle. Set the lever, forget it, just let it float. Tighten, 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 level, and leave it at the same time. There you go. Okay.
Probably led with a lever then, because I started
A
to
little
climb.
bit, yeah, a little bit. One more?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
Quick stop.
Gentle. No more than that, that's it. Floaty, 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 floaty. Start to sink, tighten, tighten, tighten. Level and lever, yes, hold it, keep it straight. Perfecto. Cool, awesome. Alright, so we'll get down a bit lower, we'll do a vertical takeoff.
So test standards, is that
Yeah, that'll
too
do.
scruffy?
No, that's fine. And we'll do one to a spot as well, or an area in a minute that starts off with you having to enter downwind and end up into wind.
Alright.
Charlie Holy to November, could I just depart you 20, climb out, and then reroute southeast, going back to 24, sort of the left-hand circuit if you like.
Only Victor November A firm, clear for takeoff, 26014 knots.
Clear takeoff, Charlie Victor November. So we could just do a vertical to about 200 foot.
Okay.
Lever up. Have a lateral marker as well, so you're not lurching forwards.
Cool.
Lever all the way up to 20,
Let's just
25
have a look.
inches.
TSP's good. We did have 20 inches. Let's just settle down. We have 20 inches once it settles, so 5 inches of power available. Okay, 23 inches.
25. Yeah. And what we need to be careful of is when we begin to accelerate away, we do that very, very gently, so that the tail doesn't come up and meet the disc. Okay.
Right.
That height's good. So
Was that too?
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
And then very gently nose down, keep the power on. Even more gentle than that, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then find your 16, climb away as normal. We'll use the 20, climb out, pick up the coast. Flank left now. Whee! On about 600 feet. We'll just avoid the bulk of the buildings.
Do a right circuit.
Left, actually,
okay.
we have to go left along the coast, east along the coast. Alright.
Short approach, checker vehicle outside fire, request a runway inspection, checker. Checker, roger. Just proceed holding point Kilo 3 initially via Kilo.
Our helicopter's brilliant.
Kilo 3.
Our helicopter's
They
brilliant.
are bloody brilliant. Where'd you want me?
We're going to go southeast corner, so we'll go
Roger.
green.
Yep.
And then if you don't mind, follow me through on the controls.
Absolutely.
So what we're going to do is put the two together, the running landing and the quick stop,
Roger.
but in a more vertical-like profile. Leave it to November, we're coming back in now, so that's okay for 4, I think.
You have control.
Victor November, A firm. Just continue approach for 24. There'll be a vehicle just crossing underneath along taxiway Kilo.
Yeah, visual return.
Checker, continue via Kilo, hold at Kilo 1. Continue Kilo, hold Kilo 1, Jago.
So when we do the engine off, we're going to generally land about here.
Okay.
Yeah. Lighter wind, a bit higher up, stronger wind, a bit lower down.
Victor November, surface wind 250 degrees, 16 knots, runway 24, you are clear to land.
24 clear to land, leave it to November. So I'm going back to that, that sort of intersection, the second one there.
Yep.
Line it up a bit. About now, I think. So leave it down, hold the attitude, balance and pedals. So the auto is like your floaty feeling where you sort of set the attitude and forgot about it,
Yep.
And then the flare at the end is where you sink. So I'm just tightening that really gently and tightening and tightening and tightening.
Hold in position, Kilo 1.
And level.
Check or
And then leave it. And it's your gentle run on landing.
Cool.
Because you don't want to be digging in the soggy, muddy stuff.
Yeah.
Now my technique is a little bit different to RV's. He leaves it till the last minute and goes, right! Does a quick stop all the way. I start it really high and really gentle. And if you are always descending, then you can do something with it. If you give it too much and you start paralleling the ground, and you've gone too far, all you can do is wait for it to start descending again, at which point your RPM will decay, you'll lose some inertia until you start flaring again. Do you want to have a go at one of those? Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a different technique, neither is right or wrong, and anywhere in between is fair game as well.
Cool.
Steer vertical departure to...
Okie dokie. We'll clear all around.
Heli Victor November with the vehicle on the runway, currently behind him, 10 gap please.
Victor November, firm to pass behind the vehicle on runway 20, clear for takeoff 24, surface wind 260, 16 knots.
So takeoff 24 behind the vehicle on 20, Heli Victor November. Oh, don't like that one. Good boy. Good man. Right.
Check the vehicle now, clear 20. Check Roger, proceed back to fire via taxiway Alpha. Fire Alpha back to fire and updated runway conditions are now wet, 0 millimetres covering 75% runway surface, sugar.
Okay, so 19 inches or 20 inches, TCP's in the green, no warning lights. Above is clear, we've got clearance.
Way up to 25. There's your 200 feet, really gently forward, perfect. Looking for that 60, climb away as normal. Good. It's a 2-0 climb out again.
Yeah.
Check Roger.
woods a bit more rather than the
Roger.
houses.
Okay, fuel is on, sufficient. Engine parameters in the green carpet is 11 degrees. DI altimeter unchanged. Trim not using.
Height's good.
Roger, checked.
Got that balance board checked out, don't I?
Yeah, it's well off because I've reduced the power.
So, clearly broke.
My feet are broke, maybe.
Alrighty. Let's enter now and then turn. Go for it. Practice rotation. Go.
Okay.
Low to right pedal, mate. Low to right pedal. Yeah. Gently back to 70.
Dropping the collective. Looking for 70.
We should end up about here.
Check.
Oh, I'm in well. Begin a gentle flare now, but always descending, always descending. Tighten it more. Always descending now. Tighten it more, tighten it more. Level. Bit more forwards, bit more forwards, bit more forwards. My nigger.
I did most of that, but I...
You do, listen. Right. I'm not going to fold my arms when we're doing one of those, alright? And all you have to do is keep it up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like it.
The thing is, when I roll the throttle off,
Yeah.
I've got to roll it into the over travel spring, otherwise the governor will kick in as soon as I raise the lever. So you know the over travel spring disables the correlator, and therefore we don't get to the 80% where the governor will kick in. So you'll always feel quite a lot of force on the lever. The other thing is you probably hit the stops of my hand being, covering the controls.
Yeah.
The one time I felt in my arms when someone said, "You did that," was the only time he did a really bad job of it. So I'm not going to do that again. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, if you've got time, yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave it to November. Last one, please, James. Left hand, back to 2-4.
Perfect, November, clear left hand circuit from 2-4. Service winds 260,159.
Good. Clear left hand from 2-4. Have a good day. Bye. Cool, we'll just do a normal transition this time, but I'll just have bloody see.
OTP screen, we've got about 5 usable. Let's send it.
Send it, yeah. The rental go mental. Beautiful. Yeah, so did that make sense, the always descending part of it?
Yep, absolutely.
And that's all you got. You're going to get rate descending and forward speed that you're comfortable with automatically. Your only focus is that you're always descending.
Yes.
And also, once you're in this position,
Yeah.
to get it level is a long way with that cyclic.
Yeah.
It's feels a bit.
And see, yeah, I mean, with the, you never want to do that anyway because of negative G, so it feels a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look at all those swans sort of around in one area, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
They must
Obviously feed them.
Yeah, must do.
Fuel's good, engine's good, carpeet's good, DI altimeter unchanged.
Balance
do
ball
not
still
have.
broke.
Yeah, sorry. Feet.
Okay, back to rotation gear, leave it down, right pedal, right pedal. The other right.
Okay, there's 70.
Got it already, yep. Make sure you don't drop much below 70 because you'll lose friction later anyway. Alright. Okay, very gentle flare. Tighten it a little bit more, a little bit more. Level all the way forward, more forward. So that was a 0 speed engine off, which is fine.
Okay.
It's fine, but with a little bit of a run on.
Yeah.
You're not, even if you run out of a lever with a little bit of a run on, it'll dissipate the energy a little bit. So just a little bit forward speed is always a good thing. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So take me home before we break it then.
Okay. Heli Golf Victor November, request lift taxi back to advance.
Hello, Victor November, lift air taxi back to advance.
Victor back to advance, Golf Victor November, thanks.
Right, let's do this by way of a quick stop then. So we'll get a speed on down here and we'll try and end up roughly at the 2-4 numbers using a quick stop. And the only key here is to end up roughly into wind with 30 knots still on.
Okay.
From approach, this is Golf Bravo November Mike Foxtrot inbound.
Golf Bravo November, Mike Fox.
All the way down,
I'll pass you a message.
2-4.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Shrum Tower, information Delta, QNH 1004, 2 POB, just east of Brighton, inbound, Golf Mike Foxtrot.
A bit
Mike
higher.
Foxtrot, you can join left base for
I'll do a quick stop before
1-way
06.
Support tunnels for left base 20, Golf Mike.
Leave and forget about it.
Right. Level and leave off. Beautiful. And now, with a bit of speed, take us to the 2-4 numbers. So
Yeah.
finish one off there. Oh, he's brave. Oh, he's brave. Oh, having some of that. Oh. Right, out of control.
You control.
See what we were doing before. But this time just end up at the 2-4 number so we get 30 knots on this way. Right, and you have control. Get it?
Control.
A lot easier. And then, yeah, just end up roughly at the 2-4 number using a quick stop.
Roger.
We got lost, sorry.
No worries.
What's the key?
Okay.
What's the key to that one?
Pass.
30 knots, 30 degrees.
knots. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, forward through.
Okay, you
So,
control.
we won't keep hammering, bashing this, but so when asked to
It's
do
got to
it,
be done properly.
it'll be the last thing you'll be asked to do
Okay.
on the task. So what you do in this situation is maybe take it beyond, past the kilo taxiway, but maybe
Yeah.
you have. Okay, you speed on first. Okay, and then turn. You have control.
Okay, control.
Turn, keeping the speed on to the 24 numbers or roughly, and then finish that quick stop path now. Yeah. Yeah. Get the idea, just use a bit more of the area.
Yeah.
Maybe visualise it a bit.
So that last time before the demo into the last event, I didn't have 30 knots, no.
We didn't really turn back into wind.
No.
That's the thing. You hit 2-4 numbers.
30
you were
degrees,
accurate,
yeah.
But the request isn't so much to be over a specific spot, it's an area.
Sure.
Use all of the area to end up back into wind. So that's what we're trying to get from that.
Yeah, absolutely, because if you're not within 30 degrees, you don't have accurate pitot information anyway.
Yeah, true. Ooh. Well, mate, for someone with 130 hours rotary, you fly really well. Inputs rather than corrections.
I was going to try that again, don't think I'm over the pad. I want to go reposition myself, tail's clear. You alright with that?
Yeah, of course.
I'll turn right into wind, that's the shortest way.
Yeah. Gravitated to the same spot, are you? You have this time, I have control.
Okay, you have.
Just briefly. Okay, you have thumb down, throttle down.
I have, thank you. I didn't even know that we landed.
Maybe we haven't.
No, that's true.
Whew. Got a bit sweaty there. Hey, you fly so well.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, friction to both on, pedals neutral, CHT, looking for a minute
Golf Mike
or
Foxtrot.
3.
Golf Mike Foxtrot, join
Yeah, try and maintain 70 for the
final.
Yep.
Report, join left base, report final, Golf Mike.
Yeah, it just felt a little bit untidy sometimes.
We're doing a lot of stuff though. With the, it's a cheeky wind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.